Meghan Markle is reportedly upset after Prince Harry lost another major court battle against Associated Newspapers, the publisher of the Daily Mail. Harry was unable to convince the court that there was enough evidence for his claims to move forward.
Because when Harry's having a difficult time, Meghan doesn't want to be involved.
History teaches us that if you are not of use to the Duchess of Sussex, you're in a very lonely place. And that looks like the place where Harry is right now.
This was not just another setback in a long list of legal fights. According to many commentators, this defeat hit Harry especially hard because of the huge financial pressure it could create for both him and Meghan. Stay until the end, because the way everything unfolded surprised a lot of people.
Every one of Prince Harry's 97 allegations against the Daily Mail has been rejected. Not some of them, half of them, every single one, with the judge finding all 55 articles were lawfully sourced.
Harry traveled to the United Kingdom this week, and one of the first places he went was the courtroom to continue a legal fight that had stretched on for years. He appeared confident as he arrived, almost like he believed the outcome would finally go his way. Supporters hoped this would be a turning point, but things quickly took a different direction. Everything changed once the judge delivered the decision. After reviewing the evidence, the court concluded there was not enough evidence for the case to continue, and Harry's claim was dismissed.
Duke of Sussex in London, as he and 6 other celebrities, including Sir Elton John, lost a legal battle that cost around $100 million against the Daily Mail's publisher. A judge dismissing claims that Associated Newspapers journalists unlawfully obtained stories.
In just a few moments, years of legal efforts came to an abrupt stop. Then came the financial reality. Reports and commentators suggested Harry immediately understood what the ruling could mean, not only for his public image, but also for his finances. Estimates circulating in the media have placed the combined legal costs at around £50 million. If those figures are accurate, it would represent an enormous expense. Critics also argue that Harry's business opportunities are not as strong as they once were, making such a bill even more difficult to deal with. For many people watching, this was more than a courtroom defeat. They saw it as a moment that could create serious financial pressure for the couple. According to reports, Meghan was far from happy when she realized how expensive this legal battle could become.
Friday, if he wins, but he's lost now. I don't think she wants to be on the arm of a loser. And what does Meghan Markle do when Harry's going through difficult times publicly? She disappears. When you think about how Jimmy Kimmel was tearing into him over Spare, and he's trying to promote, where's Meghan when he's promoting Spare? She disappears. Where was Meghan when he lost his rabbit case, when he sat down and was reaming the royal family to the BBC? Meghan mysteriously disappears. When Harry is going through difficult times, Meghan is MIA.
Some commentators claimed her biggest concern was how such a massive bill could affect their lifestyle, including the future of their Montecito home. Those claims remain speculative, but they have fueled plenty of discussion online. Many critics believe the ruling dropped a major financial problem into a household that was already facing challenges. Some have even argued that Meghan believes she handles major decisions better than Harry, and that whenever he takes charge, things do not go as planned. Whether that view is fair is open to debate, but it has certainly added more attention to ongoing rumors about tension between the couple.
Meghan Markle wants Prince Harry to get a job. And what's interesting about this to me is that she could only go for so long, Brittany, with the, oh, you know, I support you doing the philanthropy and you just go and be a little fake royal and I'll be the breadwinner. But the problem is it hasn't worked. And so, of course, she puts the pressure on.
One thing is hard to ignore. This latest setback has created even more pressure at a time when many people were already questioning how much stress the marriage has been under. Public speculation has only grown since the verdict was announced. The timing has also sparked fresh conversations. Just days before the ruling, reports claimed Meghan wanted Harry to focus on bringing in more income. Several projects have reportedly struggled to gain momentum, including Netflix ideas that have not moved forward, her lifestyle brand, and As Ever products that critics say have not sold as expected. Those reports have not been confirmed by the couple, but they continue to attract attention. According to those reports, Meghan wanted Harry to find new opportunities and boost their income. Now, after this court decision, Commentators argue that the possibility of a massive legal bill only makes that challenge even bigger. Royal biographer Tom Bower has also shared his opinion about the couple's situation.
You have to have an escape route. You'd have to find a sort of a Silicon Valley or somehow aging billionaire that would want to take her on. I don't think she'd walk into the wilderness. I can't imagine any man finding happiness with Meghan Markle. I mean, I think it'll be pretty difficult. But I'm told there are Americans that would find her attractive. She dresses up and looks terrific when she wants to. In private, she is an absolutely screaming woman, unable to control her emotions when she's criticized.
He has suggested Meghan was drawn to both stability and public attention. Critics who agree with his view argue that if those things continue to fade, the relationship could face even more pressure. That remains opinion rather than fact, but it has become part of the wider public debate surrounding the couple. Bower has also pointed to the end of several high-profile business partnerships, including Spotify, while many commentators continue to question the future of their Netflix relationship. Speaking engagements have also not reached the level of success that some people expected.
To hit while Harry's here, and he's supposed to be promoting the Invictus Games. This is supposed to be a redemption tour. This has to be a major blow not only to the ego, but to his plans over the next few days.
Because of all that, critics believe finding enough money to deal with another major legal expense could become extremely difficult. For some observers, this lawsuit became the exact opposite of what they expected. They argue Harry believed the legal action would seriously challenge the Daily Mail, but instead, they believe the outcome ended up hurting his own public image even more. Others say the defeat has completely overshadowed the Invictus Games, which many thought would be the biggest focus of his trip to the United Kingdom.
The Daily Mail, to its credit, put on a bunch of journalists, the ones who had been accused of using illicit means as a way of getting stories on Harry and others. And all the journalists said, tell me what you're accusing me of. No, that's not how I got that story at all. This is how I got that story. And, you know, as much as a journalist doesn't like to give up his or her source, the exposing the means by which you amassed your information was necessary here because they were being accused of essentially breaking the law. So he was wrong. He's got a sick sense of paranoia.
Instead of headlines celebrating veterans and the games themselves, much of the public conversation has centered on Harry's courtroom loss, leaving the legal defeat as the biggest story coming out of the visit. Harry spent years chasing this legal case with complete confidence. Reports suggest he believed he had a strong chance of winning, which is why he chose not to settle, unlike several others who reached agreements earlier. During the proceedings, Associated Newspapers reportedly called the journalists Harry had accused of gathering information unlawfully and asked them to explain exactly how they obtained their stories. Those journalists gave detailed accounts of their reporting methods, and the court found those methods to be lawful. When it was Harry's turn to present his case, however, the judge concluded there was not enough evidence to support the allegations. That ruling became one of the biggest setbacks in Harry's long-running legal battle.
And I think it's wonderful that the Daily Mail fought back, that he's been humiliated, and if he has to pay some massive legal fees as a result of being wrong, because over there in the UK, it is loser pays, unlike here in America, where generally everybody takes their own and walks away. Good. Maybe that'll really teach him a lesson.
After the decision, Harry continued to argue that he had been treated unfairly. Critics say he portrayed himself as the victim, while others point out that he had chosen to bring the case to court and that the judge found the evidence presented did not meet the required standard. As always, opinions remain divided. Rather than quietly accepting the outcome, Harry released a public statement. He said he had been seeking justice, but believed he received neither justice nor accountability. He described the ruling as an establishment stitch-up and argued that the evidence had not been properly considered. His comments quickly sparked another round of debate across the media. The court, however, explained that its decision rested on the evidence presented. According to the ruling, there was not enough proof to establish that unlawful information gathering had taken place. In the court's view, the claim simply did not have sufficient evidence to move forward. Although Harry may not ultimately be responsible for the entire estimated £50 million in legal costs, he could still face a very significant financial obligation. The final amount will depend on how the court allocates costs and whether any expenses are covered through insurance or other arrangements. Even so, legal analysts say the case could still become extremely expensive. Elton John, who was one of Harry's co-claimants, is also expected to share part of the legal costs. Interestingly, the day after the court's decision, Elton John announced that he would return to the stage for 2 concerts in Mexico City after previously saying he was stepping back from touring. Some commentators have pointed to the timing, although there is no evidence that the concerts were connected to the lawsuit. Critics have joked that at least Elton John has a clear way to earn more money if needed. That has also led some commentators to ask what Harry's next move will be. They believe this legal defeat could have a lasting effect on both his finances and his future business opportunities if new projects fail to gain momentum. Some royal commentators have even suggested Harry may eventually look to rebuild stronger ties with the royal family as part of repairing both his public image and his long-term financial position. That remains speculation, but it continues to be widely discussed. Harry has also continued to argue that security concerns limit his ability to travel freely with his family. Commentators note that he has repeatedly said he cannot safely bring Meghan and the children to the United Kingdom without the level of security he believes is necessary. That issue remains separate from this case, but it has become another major topic surrounding his public appearances. Some critics also argue that his ongoing requests regarding security have added to public questions about his current situation. Whether those opinions are fair or not, many believe this latest court defeat has weakened his position even further and increased the pressure surrounding both his personal life and future plans. Right now, many observers see Harry facing one of the most challenging periods of his public life. He left the courtroom without the result he wanted, without Meghan by his side, and with the possibility of major legal costs still hanging over him. What happens next could shape the next chapter of his story, and people on every side will be watching closely. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Drop your thoughts and comments down below because we'd love to hear what you think about this case and everything surrounding it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.